Good morning, everybody. It's the last day of May. And as you can tell, I'm in my studio. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm not really standing in front of this. It's not in Portland anymore. Yeah. So, what do we got going on today? We have a little bit of a different thing today, but it's a surprise. Okay. Of course, I know what JP is going to say. Okay, so let's see. Closet Branch, he was the first one in. I don't know if he's here right now. We've got Kevin Brown. Welcome. Brother Dan is here. Good morning out there back in Ohio. JP down south. And Steve 87 up north. Maybe. No, where in the world is Steve 87 today? Hopefully he's home, which means hopefully he's up north. Yeah, so a little bit of an update on things. We have got 398 subscribers. You see that? I could do that. It's over there. If you can see it, yep. 398. We have 2 more to go, and we've got a while to get it. I think we're going to get it. If I just put more content up here, we'll be fine. Go back over to StreamYard. Hey, and we've got Dwight at Curly Express here in the house. Thanks for joining, Dwight. And probably I've got Mom out there. Hi, Mom in Virginia. And yeah, let me get that banner off of that screen there. It's a little annoying. Okay, so update was about the 400 giveaway. You know the prizes. I sent emails out to people that participated before. You can participate again, but you need to send me an email to greatnorthernjj@gmail.com. There's the details right there. Okay, so remember the things you got to talk about. What scale? And mention who? Mention this guy. Say hello to Rocky. There he is. Mention that guy. Right there. Okay. And that's it. If you win one of the third and fourth, so remember there's 6 prizes. 6. You can see I'm in front of a green screen. 6 prizes. We've got wow, comments are going crazy. Let's see, let me catch up here. Brad, Willow Creek, thanks for joining early in the morning down there. Yep. Okay, so 6 prizes. Remember, first 2 grand prizes are those GP40s in N scale NHO number Union Pacific number 501. Then go over to gelsma.com. Let me get that up for you. Let's go share desktop. Yeah, this Gelsma Graphics. This guy's done great shirts. Not this t-shirt, but the ones you see with the special embroidery that says Great Northern and Great Northern JJ. They can also do hats. They can do a lot of things. I am going to buy the 3rd and 4th place winners their own customized polo with or without a pocket. If you win that, you'll get me a size, the color, whatever, whatnot. I'll send you the details about how to get that. And I'll just ship it right to you. That way I save on shipping it from me back to you, or to me and back to you. And then the other one is the 5th and 6th. I threw in these things. There's 2 of these train tapes. They're pretty handy for N scale and HO to measure out those inaccurate distance in scale feet. So that's the update on where we're at. Again, I'm sitting at 398 right now. Only need a couple more. Oh, Andy, my brother in the UK, Andy at Montrose and Highland, and he just released 2 new videos after his 100. He's got the 100th and 1st episode where he shows the manifest train, or what's left of it, the cars that made it to Montrose and Highland arrive. And then the other one he's got, which is Santa Fe theme, Sentosa, not Sentosa. I forget. Sentosa. It's 6 in Spanish. Andy will write it in the comments here. He's got that Sesenta. Okay. I had high school Spanish. Why? I can't remember that. Okay. Seseta. Oh, for 60. There you go. Spanish word for 60. Okay. There you go. Go check out his things. Let me see if I can go and give you a link to Andy's layout if you don't already have it. I'll have it here in 1 second. Okay. Here we go. Got a link coming right up. Go back to the chat. Put it in here. And there you go. Go check out his channel. If you're not already a subscriber, be a subscriber. He just passed over 300 a little while ago, and he's at like 309, I think. What's he at? 310. He's at 310. There you go. What else we got going on? Well, there's a bit of a surprise today. We're going to have a first time ever event live on this show. That's going to surprise and shock many of you. But let's go and take a look at what might be going on. And there you go. We are going to build a loop on this table and run trains today during the show. And this is, so I've got, and here's another surprise and shocker for you. I wanted to run my HO military train. So it's going to be an HO and not an N scale. That's the big surprise for today. So I think what we have to do, I'm going to have to actually stand up in order to see this on the other view here, which means I won't be seeing the chat all the time. So with that said, let's get this going because we're already 10 minutes into the show. And I just need to watch where I'm walking to not trip over cords and things. So go through a couple of things here. This is Kato Unitrack. Now I am limited to a 19.25 inch radius here. So that's pretty tight for HO, but it works for these 4 axles. So for those of you who have or haven't seen this stuff go together before, it works the same way as N scale, and it just snaps together just like that. So each one of these is a 22.5 inch radius, or 22.5 inch degrees, or 22.5 degrees, 19.25 inch radius. Kato Unitrack. Okay. So because of that, you need one package to make 90 degrees. So just snap this all together, and it's as easy as this. Just snapping this stuff together, just like this. We're going to be running trains real soon now. Okay, so I've got that 180 degree turn there. That's the first one I've got. So we'll put this package over to the side, and running out of flat space here. Let's go over to the other side, because come over here, and we've got, this is built-in. This is pretty handy for anybody who just wants to get started in the hobby. Probably not us, but it still works. This is it's got the joiner. It's got the wiring already set up for you. You don't have to do anything. This is the feeder. And it has a clip on the end of it that clips in to my command station, which I have set up right over here behind. You can't see the computer. So let's get the other 180 degree circle. Not circle, half circle. Let's get that going. People are probably criticizing me in the chat, saying, what's going on? This is not end still. Okay, we're gonna have to see how we get that set up there. And I've got these derailleurs here to make up the difference. So I'll use one of those on that side and one on this side. Track down here, throw that in the seat, and we'll get the other quarter of the circle here. So you can see, I mean, you could be up in a matter of minutes. You could be running trains just about anywhere you are in the world. We are carrying around this in your backpack. Okay. All right, so what I want to do here, I might have to move the computer a little bit, but I'm going to put that track there. Oops. These are not just derailleurs, but they're also road crossings already put together. So I'm going to take the wire now, and it's a little shorter than I want, so I have that taken into consideration. I'll catch up on the chat in a second here as I pass back over to the other side. But okay, we are now plugged in, and we don't have power yet, but we will. Command station has power. Let's walk back through and see what people have said in the chat. Well, we've got a few more people in here. Let's see. It's going to be, I hope anybody who picked the 30 minutes was going to be wrong, because once I plug that piece in, put another piece of straight track in here. Now, it's not the largest oval in HO, but if I move my computer a little bit, we're going to Put the locomotive on. And I'll get down here. I don't think you can see this on the camera or not. Okay, so we got the locomotive on. It's time. It's time. And Rocky's going to watch. I'm going to come back over. Got my throttle. And turn on the power. Select the loco is number 29. So loco 29, enter steel, yes, okay. Put the light on. You can see it right there. We're going to start it up. And who won? Who won the bet? Train's running. And look, it's not even 10 minutes. Let's just run that around the loop. Oh, now why did that stop? Technical difficulties. All right, turn the sound off. Okay, there we go. We're going. Speed step 30. There we go. Hey, check it out. For some reason, it's glitching online. How could that be? This ran perfectly last night. Oh, I gotta check the track. All right. Unacceptable. It didn't stop at all last night when I did this. You know, live video. That's what you get. You get that with all that stuff. Yep, and the truly amazing thing is they've done a similar kind of job with the HO track as they did with their own, with the N scale. So I have no idea why it wants to stop right here. There's power. There's power. It's just deciding to be fickle today. I think what it is this. I've got the other side of the throttle was also on that train set to speed set to 0. It should have stolen it from that, but I think that's why it's stopping. It's not dirty track. It's not a track issue. We only have one feeder. For all of you feeder zealots out there, yeah. If you're running DC, you wouldn't have a problem. That's right. Well, another show, maybe before I give out the, and I could see something. I didn't get this snapped back in here, right? It's making a noise. Okay, that road crossing wasn't snapped down after I popped it off of there. So let's stop it. Pete is in the house. Pete Motley has joined the crew. You would think, in theory, it's easier to put HO cars onto the track. They don't have those teeny tiny wheel sets. But look, I'm very adept at derailing things in HO as well as in scale. And why can I not see? This is definitely not on track. All right. Finally, I got it. HO novice here. And what was wrong this the other day? I had there's something else that I don't like here. There. Okay. That crossing is not there. All right. Problem averted for this moment. We're still putting cars on the track here. So that you get live show dropping cars onto the rail here. Woo! And 113 almost onto the floor. Narrowly averted. Okay. And we're going to put these Bradleys on here. There. Almost another accident there. These Bradleys are going on. People are lighting up the chat probably like crazy saying, JJ, what are you doing? So recall that this is 70-second scale. So these are a little larger than they ought to be. But it should work. Get the caboose on and we'll be rolling. All right, let's slowly push it around. And we got pushed it onto the ground. All right, let's reverse that. Back it up. Rocky is overseeing. 3, 2, 1. Should be coupled, right? No. All right. Of course not. It's probably got some crazy ass. Did I say that? Some crazy McHenry couplers or something like that. All right. We are now coupled. Rocky says we're good to go. And we're going to do something else that's never been done before on the show. What could that be? But I'm going to stop the train when it comes over here. So I could see something wasn't on the rails. I think it is now. So here we're going to go. Arrow to hand of God. These two are coming off. And you know who's going to be on the rails for the first time? There we go. The big goat has made it onto the train. There you go. There's something still not right about that crossing. This piece keeps popping up. So let's come off of here. Just not stay down. Okay. There we go. Who was this saying? High ball. You want to see Rocky on the ground. Rocky's shimmying and shaying. There you go. It's like leaning a bit too much to the outside there. All right. There we go. I gave him a little adjustment. Rocky is on the rails. First time in his life, he is riding the rails. He is a hobo goat. There you go. Rocky the hobo goat. There you go. Where else can you get comedy like this? Where else can you see comedy like this show? We got a goat on the rails on the Great Northern Train, protected by Vietnam era and first Gulf War era M113s that are a wee bit large for the cars. But hey, there you go. Let's switch and see, get a close up. There he goes, right there. He's going around the loop. There you go. So there you go, our military train. That sounds like a challenge, Steve. I think I could get him on the N scale, but it might mean two trains pulling them side by side straight. There you go. There you have it. We did it. We're running trains in under half an hour. We actually took 7 minutes to get the train running, and then just a slight snafu due to user error. But yeah, sounds like it's running just fine. We should get a smaller scale. We should get a smaller scale Rocky for N scale so we can ride the rails. But I think we will not invest too heavily in that. So there you have it. I mean, yeah, mine too, JP. Mine too. In fact, we have, Dan probably has that old Tyco engine that Dad has. It's a small little yard switcher. Not even sure if it runs anymore. I'm sure he could 3D print a Rocky. What does Dave Z say? And if didn't say Dave Z to G, thanks for joining us. I think I missed you on there. And while I was out there building track, Hot Dog Andy Pilot. Hot Dog Pilot, Andy, welcome. Let's see, I missed Julianne joined us. Let's see, who else do we got? We got 15 people here. Nice little crowd for this small. And Pete, do you want a Red Cross flag? It's an inside joke. Inside joke between Pete and his buddies. I want the flag. I don't do it as near as well as Pete does. All right. Yeah, give us some likes. Give us some likes. We got another thing going on. Midwest Model Hobbies. I got something. So let's see. Yes, Rocky is getting dizzy. But this is the plight of having a small, basically a little bit bigger than 3x5 gaming table. That's all I could put on here. I think it's, yep, closet branch. Cousin Andy is here. Cousin Andy. Closet branch Dats. Andy is here. What do we got in here? We've got paper. And look at this. We're going to have to switch the view. So off the train temporarily. But look at that. Lovely. That is barely going to fit on the train, but that is an N scale M1A2 Abrams tank. Got to have one. And you also have to have a Jeep. A Willys Jeep. There you go. Willys Jeep. And finally, everybody needs a pickup truck with their dog in the back. So the box is empty. That's what we got in the mail call. We'll put, so you can see the scale difference of this. We're going to open up this Abrams. And I have some HO versions of this coming soon. Wow, there's some details in here. Oh, some decals. Oh, fun. I gotta put these decals on here. They are tiny, tiny, tiny. Now we know why people do HO. All right, I need a screwdriver to detach this because it's screwed into the bottom of the tank for shipping. There we go. And there's that wee little boy right there. And it's actually, that's the configuration for really shipping. That's fighting. Okay, let's put this over here in front of what is a smaller vehicle. But this is the difference between 1/72nd and 1/60th. And we're going to transition all these boxes out of the way. There you go. It's the locomotive passes right in front. Yes, that is my capture of the Abraham Lincoln while it was in Portland on the turntable, the restored turntable from the Brooklyn Roundhouse. Oops. Sorry about that. Let's move the Duke out of the way. Yeah, so there you have it. And might as well get the Wiley's Jeep out of here also. Well, interesting. So the Wiley's Jeep is not done with a screw. They have a thread here. It's threaded on the bottom and glued. Not sure how clean this is going to come off. Oh, I need a tiny little scissors. These are not tiny. But they're doing, oh, the Jeep is on the ground. Okay, don't step on the Jeep. And tail is super tiny. All right. Let's switch view so you can see that is the Wiley's Jeep, and they do have the decals on it, which is nice. Let me put that next to see how much smaller that is. When I transition back over there, look at that Jeep. It's tiny. It's right there. That's the Wiley's Jeep, and that's the Abrams. I don't need to tell you, the Abrams looks really big. How's that going to fit on a flat car? The channel is finally running. What do you think the colors are for the Abraham Lincoln engine? They said what colors they were. I forget what it was. It does on their website. Taking the pedal car Jeep. Yeah. And incidentally, you know, the ones behind us are not HO scale. This is 1/72nd. For those of you in England will know, you know, that's the favorite Aerofix. Got a squeaky wheel somewhere. Probably Rocky is too heavy there. Yeah, OO gauge. This OO gauge is 1/72nd scale on HO track. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's right. And in the Jeep, of course, they're also tiny, 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 tiny. It looks like a decal, but I'll tell you what, it only has a few numbers on it. Not really sure what to do with that. But let's not lose the decals. We'll lose the decals for the Abrams tank load. Camera over here. Box. Camera. Okay. There you go. There you go. Let's take Rocky off. We'll let the teeny tiny Abrams tank run around half scale for HO. So there you have it. I got a sticker. Yep. 184th track, 176th OO flats, and 172nd loads. Yeah. Rocky is now been demoted to back off the rails again. And let's see if we can find him some shrubbery. Get some shrubbery to eat. But there you go. Let's see. We did the mail call. And we'll pop open the secret box here that I have got. The prizes. As you say, you can see both of those there. Leave these behind. Next week, we'll also have another mail call in the After the Photos show. You see, I think he's green from this green screen behind me. He's reflecting that. Let's get that off of there. Okay, so there you have it. I mean, this was about as easy as you could get, and probably about more time to disassemble. Call Roger the Shrubber. Rocky looks like a tunnel now. There's angry Rocky. Is not happy. Is not amused. Okay. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to throw shade on Bachmann. They definitely have a different system. I do have to say, Kato was so innovative. The other thing you'll do is the rail joiners are the same between N-scale and HO. So it's not different rail joiners. They're actually the same ones. Don't ask me how that works, but it does. Now, maybe they're not, but I believe that they come in packages where they're, okay, lunch date at 11. Well, you better get going. See you soon, Steve. See you soon. Thanks for joining the show. Wow, we're up to 20. We're up to 20 people, 20 lucky people watching the show. And for those of you have not seen, we're going to put that banner back on there. Remember the 400 giveaway. Email to greatnorthernjj@gmail. Mention the mascot right here in the photo. Look. Okay, mention that mention Rocky's name, mentioning the scale, either N scale or HO or other. Remember that I will go ahead and if you happen to not be HO or N scale, we'll work something out. We'll also work something out if you want to save me some shipping, and I can get you a gift card for those of you that are overseas. If you're the winner, we can discuss alternatives to the prizes. So, and if you don't opt for something and I still have something left, I'm going to pick some runner-ups as well, just in case. So now remember that that's not for another month. So we're not going to have that until the July 5th show. Pretty sure at the rate I've been going, we'll be over 400 by then. But I know there was somebody on last week's show who made some kind of comment about not being over 400 yet. It's not the way I run the show. It's just like it's your railroad. It's my show. I can do what I want. It's my money too. So how about a flight ticket? I could kick the bear out and build the second level in a weekend. Yeah, that's true. But the bear's already been kicked out. He's back in his bedroom. He is in the bedroom with our guest. I don't have a guest room right now. And I do have another person, but he's off for a few weeks, and he'll be back. For those of you that missed that comment, that's what JPU was talking about. Yeah. One or two strangers in the chat last week. Yeah. Well, it was just fine. I couldn't even, I look back, I couldn't even find that guy as a subscriber. I think that the giveaway kind of enticed people to come and join. Nothing like free stuff. And then, of course, you know, trolls will be trolls. So there you go. Got to take the bad with the good sometimes. All is fine. Rocky is a mountain goat, I do believe. At least, yeah. Rocky, the emblem on the boxcar and that caboose there, and the locomotive, that Rocky is a goat, mountain goat. So there you go. Oh, what else do we have? I think we're just about out. We can go over what we're going to do in the month of June. So month of June coming up, we've got the Roy Smith's N-Scale Union Pacific Evanston Subdivision Facebook group, Photos of the Month. Again, that's usually the first full Saturday of the month. How do I figure that out? Well, if a Saturday falls on like say the first 3 days of the month, I'm not going to have the photos ready. Yeah, no, it doesn't look nice. It has great sound. I don't know if we can listen to that before I know that it might either be too loud or you can't hear it at all. So let's see if there. We've got the bell. We've got the bell going. So this is my one. I bought this locomotive last year thinking that maybe eventually I would have a layout in the garage, a shelf layout for HO. But, and I don't know, maybe someday I will. Maybe someday I'll just do small HO layout if I move out of this place. So there you go. It's a nice runner. I forget what the brand is. It's a really nice switcher. And some would say that it's probably running reverse. People like to look at those big big windows. Are much easier to see out of. Okay, so yeah, and even so that Abrams does fit just fine on that flat car. I'll have to get the N-Scale flat car out next. We will see just how much bigger that is. I don't have the flat cars out in the layout room right now. So, but I think it is pretty big. It's actually, I don't even know if the tracks are going to fit. But there you go. I thought that they would. I thought that the width of the tracks are made for the flat cars. But there you go. Better than these M113s should be smaller. Obviously, these are 172nd on 187th scale models in HO. So that's what we got coming up next week. Following weeks, I don't know. Probably not more HO track running. So that's really not my thing. And this is just an excuse because I'm wiring on my other layout. And also, I wanted to see this train run. I wanted to see this run, that military train. Because on June 6th, we have D-Day. So, yeah, D-Day anniversary is coming up. See, that was in 44. So this is the 81st anniversary. Oh, really, Dwight? It's a free print. Interesting. Now, after you print it, if it's an N scale, will we actually be able to see it? It's pretty tiny. It's going to be like teeny tiny. You'll be able to ride in the back of that Willie's Jeep. Okay. So June 7th, we've got 4 shows in the month of June. So we've got the 7th, 14th, 21st, and the 28th. So 28th will be another show like running trains, but we'll be back in the layout room behind me. No, you can't see it. It's so tiny we won't even know. So the 14th, 2 weeks from now, I think we'll probably try to do a real layout update, right? Yeah, with the complete. Hey, now that's JP's territory there, Andy. That's okay. Yeah, so I did get trains running. I've got switches to wire up again. I've got the control panel to wire up. And I think people should do the over-under on JP versus JJ, second level. Who's going to have their second level up first? I know who my money's on, but I can't bet. I'm a participant in that. Roundy. Yeah, it is a bit roundy. I'm already feeling roundy myself. What did JP call it? Dad bod? The dad bod. Yes. Otherwise known as the beer belly. But yeah, so there we have it. 9:55 here. New Zealand, 4:55. My gosh, Brad, very early. Happy that you showed up. And over in England, coming up on 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Not sure. UTC is almost 5 o'clock. Okay, must be summertime. Oh, Signal Cabin is in the house. I don't know if I missed you earlier, but welcome from Ireland. Hey there, watch the train go round and round. We've got the HO train going. Uncommon. This is my very little dabbling. I've got a few more cars here and there. Yes, Pete, it's 9:57. 9:57 here. But I've got a few more ore cars, Great Northern ore cars. I've got a bright blue, big sky blue Great Northern boxcar that I've got in my dad's dedication area and a bunch of his cars. Maybe I'll run those someday. I'll run those one day. Just on Father's Day, maybe. We're going to put the Roundy back. I don't know if we're going to put the Roundy back, but it would be nice to run those cars for Father's Day, which is coming up on the 15th, so 2 weeks out. And then 21st, don't know. I do have 2 more Lego coming. I've got a bookcase shelf Lego. I think it's a Harry Potter one, so that'll be my second Harry Potter. I've got the Harry Potter rail station with the Express, Hogwarts Express, downstairs in my office. That had like over a dozen minifigures. It's crazy. We've also got downstairs the Titanic. And then what else I got coming? Oh, Nike and Lego have done a collaboration on a shoe, and I've got that coming. But I'm not going to do a Lego show. That's not my thing. Yeah, in fact, I have a train game that I might show next time. It's a brand new one. It's a recreation or a re-release of a German designer. And get that over here. It's called Free Ride. And it's actually fairly easy to learn, although first, my buddy and I played through it last weekend. And it took us much longer than the 55 minutes, but that's because we were just figuring that out. The big thing for me on the games is I need to figure out a camera setup that'll make it easier to watch. I'll show the back of that. So this is what the game looks like. It's the U.S. You're building railroads. You're running trains or upon between cities. And your objective is to collect the most points. So points are, it's kind of like I would say it doesn't even have to be a rail game for that matter. It's like you're just visiting cities, but you're connecting things up. So you have to have, with a lot of these train games, you have to think about the network that you're building. And it's there is a little bit of competition. Next weekend, I've got another buddy coming. There'll be 3 of us playing. So that'll be interesting. 2 people sometimes is okay. This particular game is 1 to 5, fairly easy to learn, and should be doable in 55 minutes. And because it's a 1-player game, I could actually do that. So maybe one of those 2 weekends we'll have a game day again. So this is re-released by another company that is pretty famous Rio Grande Games. Does a lot of board games. Probably not familiar to you for those of you that don't play a lot of board games, but familiar to me. But I have a lot of games. Most of them are train games. That's one of my things I try to collect, although I don't collect all of them. And I do have ones I've never, ever played before. I even have one called Irish Rails, which I don't know if I played before. Okay, so that's what we got coming up. We're into an hour. So that's what we got coming up for the next week. We'll say bye-bye to Rocky. He's had fun on and off the rails today. First for him. Yeah, he does look a little bit green. Rocky says, oh, yeah. So we're going to close out the show, but I'll be back. So for all you now, get to the chopper. Okay. So hasta la vista, baby. It's not a tumor. Okay. I think we could have a whole show of Arnold impressions. No, don't do that. Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for joining. Please like and subscribe. Remember to enter the contest, greatnorthernjj@gmail.com. Send your scale, mention Rocky's name, and there you go. You'll be eligible for the drawing in 1 month, July 5th. There you have it. And with that, we're out of here.